I'm back in that mood. Quarters I will never fold. I don't got no time for hoes. I don't care about what she posts. Just the Hebrew Academy flow. Y'all can rock right in the snow. I done dropped 1,000 times. Niggas know my hands is cold. Bitch, you better not play with me. You better play with your child. She said why I look mean. I told her that's that one west mouth. Oh, you ain't heard, bitch. Real niggas begging style. I ain't worrying about that, bro. I'm steady focused on these trials. I'm trying to go and fight these demons, cause that shit gon' make a man. No, I'm not no in-ass on no dialine trying to make a man. When I'm on these bitches, I turn that shit to slaughter other lambs. Just got a rib in my other rib, don't understand. I'm a polygamist. All my bitches, they monogamous. They gonna stay, they loyal, cause they love the way I pop the shit. I be moving in silence, my soul call me anonymous. Play with me, birds up in the tree. I be dropping shit when you masculine. Yeah, you can spot a bitch. She not feminine. Nah, I can't pot a bitch. If you not one West, nigga, then you not legit. You ain't get your cover, motherfucker, then you not legit. You ain't get your cover with your brother, I can't trust you. If you drop the sword for a whore, then it's fuck you. Don't need a gun, kill you with my bare knuckles. You not one of us, you ain't get it from the muscle. Marching in these ranks. Want me graduate, screaming calm, Yashrala. Want me celebrate, I need that big bottle. A down holy bitch, I ain't write no rap, motherfucker, that's a movie script. You not an officer in the school, I don't know who he is. I know he a fan, he a lame, he a groupie bitch. They gon' ban me from the internet, I'm on some boosie shit. They gon' ban me from the internet, I'm on some boosie shit. Slide, I'm on some Tusi shit. Slide, I'm on some Tusi shit. Yeah, I'm on some Tucci shit. And this that dedication, nigga, I'm on some Tucci shit. Yeah, nah, I don't eat no tuna fish. Yeah, kick her to the crib, she smell like tuna fish. I'm a priest, but I'm a shooter, bitch. I'm a priest, but I'm a shooter, bitch. Yeah, there's one West. Yeah, there's one West. I'm about to suffer. Yeah, I can't wait till I get my cover. April 10th. Trials. Stacks. Partners out. Yeah, sound small.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers got them killers with me, and I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me, but don't get that shit twisted, I got Drake's with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. Shit, should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the truth, but telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised. And what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers lead cowards and awe. So fuck a gas stop, I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing, we like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up. We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment, I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension sitting linger, I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get us, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the reign's over. I up the cig and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game ain't changed, One West stayed the same on them.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Niggas talking prophets, yeah, we got plenty. We the reason why it's Israelites around the city. Karkazak tells a rock, bring Shamara out. We about to slide on them, see what niggas talking about. Young dog think he wise cause he a Kimmy head. That shit lame, they didn't survive, nigga, Kim is dead. Where I'm from, little nigga, is a dirty game. I pledge allegiance to Yahweh, bitch, I'm UPK. Nigga, let's talk bodies. Set up on your corner, wake up everybody. Big priest until I'm dead deceased. The midget is complete until you're off the street. Saw y'all on the internet stumping down the street. But take the poor and the weak. Touch your sister or a brother, you gonna be sleep. But take the poor and the weak.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, nigga? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, niggas? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Fucking with the brothers, then I'm giving out major pain clip full of ball heads. I'm shooting off Damon Wayne's driven ambition. I ain't never changing lanes, wise as an old man, but I ain't slanging cane. This ain't a game, this shit way deeper than rap. You speaking the cap, but the shit y'all speaking is cap. I'm 5,000, but I still keep it a stack. I'm in the truth, not cause back then I was seeking the fact. Cry aloud for the niggas that's deep in the back. And the Lord with me, ain't no reason for keeping the strap. We peep the attacks, niggas say we ain't speaking the facts. Stealing breakdowns every time we teaching in class. Niggas snitching, y'all out here squeaking with rats. We be on the street corners teaching that Jesus is black.
We on 125th Street, Harlem, nigga, you see where we at.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, nigga? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, niggas? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga.
JT on the track.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Yohana. It'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we U.P.K, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, and shit got me feeling plain. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting seem to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Most High in Christ. You put this water up here? No, you did. Oh, I did. No sweat. Hey, Shalom. Y'all shout out to Yahweh Shema, Thumba Shemi, Yahweh Shah, Priest and Officer, Pata Zachariah, but the I.S.U.P.K, under command of General YAHANNA. We are here to teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that they're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, and a white man is the devil. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Officer Bob, if you could, what is the topic of today? What is the title of this class today? This is the Brotherhood and Unity class too, by the way. You know what I mean? If you got any comments, feel free to put in the chat. Got any questions, feel free to ask. You understand what I'm saying? Also, about what we got today?
Brotherhood is greater than or over religion. What the Bible really shows us.
Understand what I'm saying? This is really heavy, man. What the Bible really shows us about brotherhood. Because if you want to be technical, I think religion is found one time, like inside the Bible, like the word religion. Like the Bible is not a religious book. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a religious book. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got the Bible, blacks and Hispanics, right? And the white man got the Constitution, but they'll never look at the Constitution as a religious book, Officer Bob. That's basically what it is. The Bible is the black man's Constitution. You understand what I'm saying? That's what that's what it boils down to. You understand what I'm saying? Religion was never God's idea. That was man's idea. You understand what I'm saying? That was man doing. You understand what I'm saying? To oppress the people, to scare the people. You understand what I'm saying? Just like, for example, just like they say, oh, you're going to hell. You understand what I'm saying? Or you're going to go to heaven if you do good. If you do bad, you're going to hell. It's just like with Santa Claus. You understand what I'm saying? If you do good, Santa Claus going to bring you presents. But if you do bad, Santa Claus going to bring you coal. You understand what I'm saying? That's what religion is, basically. Religion is, if you do bad, you go to hell. You understand what I'm saying? And religion is, if you do good, you go to heaven, right? But that's not what the Bible says. You understand what I'm saying? The Bible is not a religious book. The Bible foundation is brotherhood. The Bible is all about brotherhood and sisterhood. You understand what I'm saying? This is what's always about. And Christ came and made it known and clarified it for us. You understand what I'm saying? Now, before we get to anything, give me Romans chapter 15, verse 4. You understand what I'm saying? We got to understand something. You understand? As a blacks, as Hispanics, and Native American Indians, this book belongs to us. This is our Constitution. Like the white man had a Constitution. And this is what I can't stand too, Officer, but I should have found some videos of brothers and sisters getting pulled over by the police officers, right? Trying to state their constitutional rights. You understand? Trying to state their constitutional rights when the Constitution is really not for them. When it said to create all men equal, you wasn't equal when they said that. So let's bring it back today. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go forward. And so you get pulled over by the police. Don't the first thing you might disagree with the traffic stop. You might disagree with what's being said. You understand what I'm saying? You might disagree. Don't start saying it's my constitutional rights and roll your window up and say you're not doing this, you're not doing that. This is why blacks and Hispanics get unalive. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying what the police officer is doing is right, because he might pull you over because you was black. He might pull you over because he really hates you, right? But you got to get back home. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be smart. You got to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. The Constitution wasn't for you. You understand what I'm saying? That white man don't care about you. That white man is trigger happy. You understand what I'm saying? What I would do in that situation is just give him your ID.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Just give him your ID. Do what he say do. Talk, be respectful. Don't even have an aggressive tone. You understand what I'm saying? Don't even argue with him. Ask for his name and his badge number. That's all you need. You understand what I'm saying? Now you got to record it. Yeah, you got to record it. But do not be the aggressor, because the white man is the devil. Be kind, be respectful. Show him that you're better than him. And then, if he was caught in the wrong, make a complaint. If you want to go to the suing route, go talk to a lawyer if you feel like you're being discriminated on and this, that, and the third. But your job is to get up out of there. Listen, I ain't got time to be arguing with no police officer. I don't want no police officer to tell me to get out the car. I don't want no police officer breaking my windows. I got to pay for that. They ain't going to pay for that. Even if they was wrong. I'm not trying to wait into the hassle to say, this is my constitutional right. You understand what I'm saying? I don't got time for that. Just cop ask for license registration and ID, cool. Give it to him. You can ask, what am I being stopped for? That's fine, right? You know what I mean? You don't got to agree with it. That's why you go to court and say you fight your case. But don't say, well, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing it. Don't be that brother. Don't be that sovereign citizen. Don't be that Moorish American. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a sovereign. I ain't got no license plate. They're going to pull you over. You shouldn't go through that. Why would you want to go through that? You're a slave. I don't care how sovereign you think you are. You are a slave. You understand what I'm saying? You have no power in America, whether you're a sovereign citizen or not. You got melanated skin, you got nappy hair, you're from the ghetto, you're a slave. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why we need to come back to our Constitution, because our Constitution teaches us how to deal with these people. Our Constitution shows us how to deal with one another. Our Constitution shows us the true spirit of our enemies. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you could, give me Romans chapter 15, verse 4.
This is the book of Romans, 15, verse 4. Mm-hmm. For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
For whatsoever things was written aforetime. Aforetime meaning before. The things that was written aforetime, which is according to the Bible, it's not the Constitution. It's not the white man's Constitution. It's our Constitution, and it's called the Old Testament. Right. The Old Testament was written aforetime, before the New Testament, because we're in the New Testament right now. So the things are written aforetime, which is the Old Testament. Go ahead.
Were written for our learning.
It was written for our learning. The Old Testament was written so we can know, so we can learn. Because before it wasn't even a Bible or even something written down, it was oral tradition, right? Now we lost our way. Now we got it back. Now we got to learn, because we don't know the law. Blacks and Hispanics don't know the law. How you going to find out the law? The oral tradition already been broken. You know what I'm saying? Oral tradition been broken. Unless you got somebody rare that know that they Israelites, that came from that line and always knew that they was Israelites. I don't know I was Israelite until Commander YAHANNA sent out brothers to tell me. You know what I mean? Anything written aforetime is written for us to learn. So we got to understand that. We got to understand that it's not about what I think. It's not about what Officer Abad thinks. It's not about what we think. It's about what the Most High say. You understand what I'm saying? And everything was written so we can learn. Even the bad stuff in the Old, there's a lot of bad stuff in the Old Testament. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that there's a lot of downfalls of Israelites. There's a lot of sinful things Israelites did in the Old Testament. That's for us to learn too, not to do it. You know what I mean? Just like, for example, like King David. King David sent, and I believe he was a heathen, Officer Abad. It wasn't right. He sent one of his right-hand men out to battle. You understand what I'm saying? Just to unalive him, because in the law, it say that if a man, you understand what I'm saying, die and he had a wife, that wife shall be free. In his mind, that's what I'll be thinking. In his mind, he probably really thought like, oh, all right, if he died, then I can have her, right? But technically, in his heart, he was saying this. He was plotting on this man. He was coveting. He was coveting, with his right hand man, even though he was still his best friend was a heathen. And so I'm saying that was wrong. We learned from that. You understand what I'm saying? What else? There's more things in the Old Testament that we learned from. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta understand that it's written for that. We got the laws and we got all the things that we went through. We got all the good things we went through too. But we got to learn from it. We can't just read it and just take it and that's it. Just read it. This Bible means something. This Bible is going to change you. It's going to change your life. But you got to learn. You got to learn it. Go ahead.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Listen, exactly as I said. Once you start to read things that you have to do, once you have to learn the things that you have to do, you'll be in a better place. Before I came into school, it was a disaster. My life was chaotic. Had marriage problems, had problems with other things. Things happened to me that I always talk about. I'm going to talk about Officer Abad, and I'm going to make a video about it. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I got 2 kids. I ain't got my kids, Officer Abad. You understand what I'm saying? I used to worry a lot about me not having my kids in my life, 2 of them. You understand what I'm saying? Not worrying about like stressing out and about to crash out because people want to be petty and stuff like that, and other things too, which I want to speak on. But it just, I've been through a lot of stuff in my life before I came here. I used to worry about a lot of stuff before I came here. I couldn't even see me living to 60 to 80 years old. I was like, man, I'm not gonna make it to 18. My life was chaotic. I was skinny. Like listen, I'm skinny now. I think I'm skinny. Even people say I'm not. But I used to be like 130, 140. Like skinny, like smoked out. Cause I used to smoke weed, get high all the goddamn time. My life was terrible when I came here. Before I came here, Slocky. Before I came in here, right? But then I came in here. I jumped in here. I got to it. It's still a fight. I'm not saying it's not a fight still, but I'm dealing with it a lot differently now. Now my mind. Listen, I think my hair growing back also, but I think my hair. I don't know. It's probably not though, but I was just a joke. But I think my hair growing back. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not going through the problems I used to go through when I was in the world. Now I know how to handle it. Now I can pick up a phone and call somebody, and somebody can tell me what to do, and I'll listen. You understand what I'm saying? Because this Bible. You understand what I'm saying? I came in here, I don't got no worry no more. I don't even care as much as I did before. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care because of this Bible. You know what I mean? I know how to move now. I know what to say and what not to say. And if I don't know anything, I go call somebody, ask somebody that might go find out for me. You understand what I'm saying? So when you come in this truth, you're going to change, man. You're going to change. Once you start to apply and learn all the things in the Bible, you're going to change because this stuff is written for our learning. It's written for us to know. It's written for us to apply it. It's written for us to share it with the world, share it with our children, our family members. You know, this is what it's all about. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to go back and read and learn, because we're going to have hope. It's going to be hope. It's hope for me now. Listen, I got a lot of hope, Officer Bob. I really had no faith in nothing until I came in here. I really didn't care about, listen, I knew God was real. I knew God, I wasn't thinking about God. I was thinking about getting high. I wasn't thinking about God. I was thinking about trying to sleep with this woman. I wasn't thinking about God. I was thinking about trying to crash out because I ain't seen my kids in I don't know how long. You understand what I'm saying? Now I put God in my life, and God is my first thing I think of when I wake up, because, you know, most I got the power to do anything. You know what I mean? So I'll be mindful of what I'm doing now. You understand what I'm saying? We got to be mindful of what we're doing out here, because we're going to die. And I don't want to die in vain.
Right.
I'm not dying in vain. I want to die an honorable death and be serving the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? Not out here dying, getting high. Not out here dying for beating on women. Not out here dying, you understand what I'm saying? Because I wanted to flip a pack because I was broke. I ain't had no money. I was poor. I don't want to go out here dying with a shootout with my brother. I don't want to go out dying, somebody breaking my crib and unalive me because we got problems. I'm not going out like that. I want to go out serving the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? And we all want to live a very long life. I mean, the Lord wants you to live a very long life, but you got to keep these commandments, man. And it's all in the Bible. It's all in the Old Testament. It's even from Genesis to Revelation. It tells you about these things. You understand what I'm saying? Now, drop that. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. I don't use it. I like Deuteronomy 7:6 in a minute. You understand what I'm saying? I did not get to Deuteronomy 7:6. This is important for brothers and sisters that comes inside this school that want to understand the Bible. This scripture tells you just wholeheartedly what the Bible wants you to do in order to change. We're going to read it now. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Go ahead.
For thou art an holy people.
The Bible says, for thou art a holy people. Period. We are holy. We're supposed to be holy, right? It tells us we are holy. Now, in the Christian church, it's a song and dance. It's shaking their hands up, speaking in gibberish, passing out, passing money around, passing the pulpit, sweating bullets. And so I'm saying that they think that's what holy is. The media, the television tell you and show you how what God's supposed to look like, or God's people supposed to look like. You understand what I'm saying? Through television, through images, through visuals, right? But their image is false.
Right.
The teachings is false. Have you ever watched a movie that had, churches in it? Matter of fact, I was just watching probably a couple seasons of BMF. I believe it was BMF. Was it BMF? Yeah, I believe it was BMF, and Snoop Dogg was in there as the pastor. If I'm not mistaken, Snoop Dogg was trying to sleep with the brother's wife. It did. Let's go a little further. I don't want to spoil you people, spoiler alert, but the Big Meech, you understand what I'm saying? Mom became a pastor. That's the visual that they showing us and our kids, especially our daughters, that a woman can teach the Bible inside of a place of worship. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they showing us. But they showing us that's really what holiness is. But is that really holy? No, it's not. Because once you understand the term holy and what power it has, you'll start to dig in and go a little bit deeper on what you have to do. Now, holy just means separate. Holy just means separate. Keep going, Officer Bud.
For thou art an holy people.
Okay. So go ahead.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto what?
Unto the Lord thy God.
It say, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Now it's about, for teaching purposes so people can learn. because everything that's written aforetime is written for our learning, right? Now, that's the word for holy is separate, kodash. Now, if you could read that line again and put separate right there so people could get Christianity out their mind.
For thou art and separate people unto the Lord thy God.
Now, we got a better understanding on what it really is saying. Because, that word holy, they use and perverted it. So that's why I like to bring up separate, because that's what the actual translation is. Set apart, separate, right? You are a separate people unto the Lord thy God. What do that mean? It means that a woman can't teach. It means that my wife cannot come to me and tell me that she had a revelation. God talked to her and told her that she needed to start a church. That's not going to happen. Because she know that she can't teach according to the Bible. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's get it real quick, just for teaching purposes. You understand what I'm saying? Because we got to understand that. Because that's what they look at as holy. A woman could teach. She's a woman of God, so she could teach the Bible, right? But who is being a brother to this sister? Who is being a sister to this sister and correcting her? And there's a lot of female pastors out here. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of female pastors out here that's probably on a flower, that's probably on a menstrual cycle, teaching the word of God, supposedly teaching the word of God, right? We're going to get it. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
You can read it.
When you can't keep silence in churches,
Yeah, and I suffer a woman not to. Yeah, man. Listen, give me both. It don't even matter. You know what I mean? But we got to understand that the Bible say you are separate people unto the Lord thy God. So you got to do what the Lord thy God say. And we about to read what the Lord thy God said about that, about women teaching. And not saying that the woman can't teach. The woman can teach the sisters, the daughters, the children at home. If they around each other, they can teach each other. I mean, but coming up here, she can't be up here. She can't be in a holy place teaching. She's more unclean than anybody in having a menstrual cycle. She have a menstrual cycle every month. Listen, I ain't gotta have sex with my rib. I ain't got to. You mean? Only time brothers is unclean is they might have sex with their ribs. They go into funerals, or they might be sick or something. That's it. She got a menstrual cycle every month. I'm here right now. I'm not unclean. I'm here right now. What's up, bud? But there's a woman out there right now that can't be here. There's a woman out here right now that can't be here. Imagine all our sisters thought about being pastors or preachers. We could be here more than them. So why would they even try to use women to blaspheme the Most High? You understand what I'm saying? It shouldn't be doing that. That's religion. Brotherhood is over religion. Religion is garbage. Religion tell you a woman can teach. Religion say that a woman can run her house. That's not what the Bible say, though. You can read it.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Let the woman learn in silence.
Let the woman what?
Let the woman learn in silence.
See? Everything written 4 times read for our learning. Even though this is in the New Testament, it said, let the woman learn in silence. My woman cannot go back and forth with me when I'm trying to teach her. She can ask questions, but she can't be combative. You understand what I'm saying? She got to be quiet and listen to what I'm saying. Because when my rib come here, when anybody rib come here, they sit down right there and they shut their mouth. That's wise to do when you're trying to learn. Even the brothers. Brothers come here, they got a question, they might raise their hand. The sister got a question, they raise their hand. But they're not going to come here disrupting the class. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to ask their question, They might go probably. I mean, you come in here, you try to understand. You're a little kind of back and forth, but it gotta be okay. Now we gotta move on. Now if we moving on, you still going on that at the mouth, then we have a problem. You understand what I'm saying? We have a major problem because you're supposed to be silent. You got a question?
Yes. That's what you're saying. If I could, I'm saying like, why would she want to be combative if she chose to be with you, she chose to be with you, and you're trying to tell her what you're trying to tell her for the both of y'all, kids, family, and everything. Why would she be combative, especially if you have anything for her? What would she be combative for? Because she's living around that what other people have, and that y'all don't have. I mean, you're not going to have it or whatever. It might not even be for y'all. It doesn't even make sense why she would be combative. Because my grandfather, it was my grandmother. I had to apologize to my grandfather when I realized it was my grandmother's fault when I see his new wife still looking at him like he's a guy and little G in nationality he is. When she was looking at him like that 15 years ago before I went inside of federal prison, she's looking at him like that today. So it definitely wasn't my grandfather's fault.
Okay. So you're saying why is she combative because they was together for a long time? That's what you're saying?
You're telling her, like you're saying, you're telling her something. So you got to be because my main point is based on what you said you trying to tell her a t-shirt, trying to teach her something. So easy for her to be combative. First of all, she chose to be with you. So this is about you and your woman, you and your woman. You know what I'm saying? What would she be? That would be the question.
Okay.
Why would you be combative with me when I'm telling you or teaching you what I'm teaching you for us? You know?
Okay, I got you.
That's the question.
Okay, I got you.
Let's talk about that. See?
I got you. Give me double her according to knowledge. Give me that real quick. She's combative. Listen, how many? Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure from the beginning of time, women been combative, right? You know what I mean? Now, let's go a little bit further to now. It's more worse right now, right? She's combative because she's a Christian. She's combative because she's in religion. She's combative because her father didn't taught her the right way. Maybe she don't even have a father. Maybe she do have a father, and the father is weak. The father is a Christian. The father is a Muslim, because Muslims are the same as Christians, right? They all are in religion, and they all are slaves, and they follow the white man too. You know what I mean? Women follow feminist movements, indirectly and directly. So there's a lot of ways and reasons why women can be combative today. Understand what I'm saying? They see their man getting whipped and beat by their slave masters. They get, breaking a buck? You know what I mean? They doing all that type of stuff in front of their women. This man's supposed to be protecting this woman, and she's seeing him get dominated by a white man. You understand what I'm saying? So it could be either way how a woman could be combative. It all depends on the situation or the circumstance. You understand what I'm saying? Now, today, women are taught to be independent. Women are taught to be on their own. They don't need a man. They don't need a man for anything. You know what I mean? They let money rule their house. So when it comes to money, if the man making 50,000 and this woman making 80,000, technically she's the head of the house, according to what the white man say, and she runs with that in her head because she loves the white man. She's under this white man, and so that's her daddy technically. You understand what I'm saying? So women are combative because of absent fathers, weak fathers, religion, however you want to play it. But now say if you come into the truth, right? Say if you come into the truth and you find out that you are Israelite, you find out that a woman is supposed to be a certain way, right? Now you got to be smart. You got to be wise. What's it? Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You got to be like that. You understand what I'm saying? To deal with your woman, because you the only one that know your woman. You know that she's a, you know what? You know she's she'll do, you know what? Because black women can have a mouth on them. Black women have mouths on them. You understand what I'm saying? They know that. And they commit to you and say, listen, I have a mouth for me. They know this, right? But you know your woman. I don't know your woman. You know what ticks her off. You know what she like and what she don't like. Now, you got to be in a cunning way in how to win her, to get her to not be that way. Because you are the man in the house, right? Now, say if you do come in the truth, we're going to read the scripture in a minute. Say you do come in the truth, and you start to teach her, you start to show her things. Matter of fact, no. Matter of fact, no. Read the scripture first. Okay, read the scripture first. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3. We're going to start at verse 5.
Go ahead.
For after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands.
No, not that. Give me dwell with them according to knowledge. Is in there?
Yeah, it's on verse 7.
Okay, come. Okay, so go ahead.
I was just starting 2 verses up.
Okay, go ahead. Matter of fact, you could go back to that and then read dwell with them, and then go back to.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
It's telling you to dwell with your wife according to knowledge. What is the knowledge? You find out that you're Israelite. You find out that the I.S.U.P.K is home of the truth, and you're in here. You got your Hebrew name. You're an all black. You be a trooper. You understand what I'm saying? Just and the third, and you find out that you are a chosen man of God, right? You find that out, and your wife don't know. Your wife don't care. Your wife is a Christian. She's in religion, right? What you got to do is dwell with her according to knowledge. It's the knowledge of this Bible, though, right? But you still know your woman. You still know her. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna use me for example. My rib was a Muslim before. My rib was a Muslim. You understand what I'm saying? I know my rib. Like from my observation for any type of woman, you don't want to force nothing on nobody. So my advice, how you dwell with them, is don't force anything on them. You can still teach them and show them, but you showing them through how you are. Now, she's so used to you being an alcoholic. She's so used to you being a drug addict. She's so used to you being not having no job, good for nothing. You always on a game, or you doing this, you doing that, you doing this, and she don't like this type of stuff. And basically, she might be right. She might be like, yo, he is not the man I want him to be, right? Until you come in here and she see a drastic change. Now she know how you get when you are we all argue. So now she's saying certain things to tick you off, to get you mad, to have you triggered. Because that's what happens when you come in the truth. When you come in the truth, you're gonna have women that's gonna trigger you, trying to tick you off, trying to get you off your so I can get you out your element in order, so they can say, oh, look at you, this supposed to be an Israelite, you this and the third. They're gonna do that. But you gonna have to be smart. You're going to have to dwell with her according to knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? When she start to do that type of stuff, you got to show that you don't even care. You don't got to not even have no worry. You understand what I'm saying? You got to show her that you're a changed man. You have to show that. You have to lead by example. You have to do and act, what you are. You're an Israelite, right? You believe in the Bible, right? You got to act on it. You understand what I'm saying? And guess what? And don't force nothing on her. You could teach her. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like say, for example, say something happens. Say you tell her something, right? And she don't listen, and it happens. And it didn't happen in her favor. And she come to you. You ain't even gotta say that. You gotta point the finger and say, I told you so. You could all you gotta do is listen, this is why I'm in the school I'm in now. The school changed my life, you know what I mean? And then and you try to be a little bit more compassionate and have some empathy for and break it down to her in a way that she'll see what you're saying. I did that. And my red got her Hebrew name. She's in the school. I ain't forced nothing on nobody. I was just me. I was just being who I was, but still teaching in that same way. You don't gotta, when you talk, teaching ain't just talking. You ain't gotta say anything. You just do. And she start to see, oh, he's going up. I'm still right here. My conversation with my rib, I said, I want you right here. When it comes to growth, I want you here. You right here. I told her straight, I'm like, listen, I'm doing this. Listen, I'm not going to be a 500. I'm also a 500. I'm not going to be a 500 forever. I didn't come in here to be a 500 forever, even though I don't mind doing it. But I want to grow. I want to do more. And she's not going to stop me. So it's either you be right here with me, or you're going to be right here, and I'm going to be right up here. And she's going to see it. And that's what she did. She seen it. That's why she got a Hebrew name. You got to lead by example. You got to show her. You cannot compromise. You cannot, especially when it comes to God. I'm not saying, you can't give her what, take her on dates, give her flowers and be considerate of her. But when it comes to the Most High God, you can't compromise on that. Ain't no celebrating Christmas up in here. Ain't no Christmas trees coming up in here. Ain't no Thanksgiving coming up in here. You understand what I'm saying? None of that's coming. But and deep down, she might not understand it, but you being a brother to her. Because now what it boils down to, you still her brother. Period. Before you met her, that was your sister. You understand what I'm saying? Now y'all got an exclusive. It's exclusive now. You understand what I'm saying? It's exclusive now. So long term short, the Bible says, dwell with her according to knowledge. Keep going.
Likewise, husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
Dwell with her according to what the Bible says. Go ahead.
Giving honor unto the wife.
Giving honor unto the wife. Go ahead.
As unto the weaker vessel.
Unto the what?
Weaker vessel.
Unto the weaker vessel. What do that mean? She's going to be combative. You got to understand, when you come in this truth and you learning how to change your life, you got to understand that she's going to be combative. She's a Christian. She's in the world. She's in a religion. She's under the white man's subjection. So you got to understand that she's going to be that way because that's all she knows. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to understand she's the weaker vessel. You got to understand she's going to be emotional. You got to understand that she's going to be that way. And that's how you home in and look at her and, okay, I know how to deal with her now. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if she's super weak and she leaves, shalom. Now you ain't got to worry about it. Listen, get it in right. Listen, she say that she leaving you and she won't be with you no more. And you want to stay, that's not on you, that's on us. And she was never loyal to begin with. You understand what I'm saying? Eve was weak. Eve talked to that serpent and ate the fruit of the tree of good and evil. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happened. He didn't go to Adam with Eve. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand that your woman is a weaker vessel. She's going to be combative. She's going to want to argue. They're going to overthink. A lot of women overthink. Listen, they can tell you this. I talk to sisters. They say they overthink. That's their main problem. They overthink. You know what I mean? That's why they mind is so idle and focus on you instead of worrying about how they got to grow. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how they are. So you got to understand when you come in the truth and try to change your life, she's going to be combative. And I'm pretty sure, sisters is fighting that in the school today too. It's a battle they probably fighting too. You know what I mean? It's a battle. But understand, if you come in here, you got to have a desire to grow. It's not just the men coming in here growing. I shouldn't see sisters coming to the school, don't even know the salute, and they've been here 2 years. You understand what I'm saying? Or they don't know certain protocols. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we in here to grow. We in here to change our lives. Period. You understand what I'm saying? We here to give brotherhood and sisterhood to our people. Because that's what the Bible is about. So you got to dwell with your woman according to knowledge. You got to understand that she's going to be weak. Go ahead.
We originally spoke about Jesus Christ. M-A-S means more in Spanish. When you read the Spanish lingo, they read it backwards sometimes. You go out with the sentence, and it's more Christ Moss, M-A-S, I forgot what I studied that right, but we originally talked about it. He wasn't here, and he was here. Christ, Jesus Christ. Christmas, that's why it's no Christmas tree. I get it, I forgot it. M-A-S is a Spanish word for more, Moss. It's no Moss.
I understand.
Yeah, I forgot.
All right, listen. I'm gonna free your mind real quick. Just don't say that at all. It doesn't even matter because Christmas and Mas Christ ain't in the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? We focus on what's in the Bible.
Right.
And so even though it might be a term that might have been perverted, but today, if I talk to my son, my oldest son, he gonna know what Christmas is. He's not gonna know what Christmas is or what the Spain or the Hispanics probably made up. You understand what I'm saying? If it's not in the Bible, we shouldn't care about it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We shouldn't care about any, because everything written aforetime is written for our learning. I'm not going to find Christ's Mass inside of the Old Testament or the New Testament. So it really doesn't even matter. You understand what I'm saying? It really don't matter. You know, just like rapture. People talk about the rapture. It's not in the Bible. Even religion. I think religion is found one time in the Bible. Also, you might go pull it up. I think it's found one time. That's it. You don't see religion nowhere in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And I like to use the word trust. You know, we could use believe. Ain't nothing wrong with using belief or your belief or what you believe. You know what I mean? I like to use the word trust because the Bible just say trust a lot. They say trust in the Lord. Trust. You understand what I'm saying? It don't say believe in the Lord in the Old Testament like that. You understand what I'm saying? But ain't nothing wrong with using it. You understand what I'm saying? Because it really technically means the same thing. But you ain't gonna find Christ's Mass, you ain't gonna find rapture, you ain't gonna find none of that stuff in the Bible. We just need to learn, or religion like that. We need to understand the culture of our people. Our people wasn't religious. The white man said that. Now everybody want to say, oh, you're in a religion. How many women I talk to or men I talk to that say, oh, you in a religion? I had to correct a brother at my job. I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't a religion. This is my nationality. This is my culture. Right. You don't say that to the white man. Right. He got his own culture and his own constitution. Right. He should be in a religion too, because they bring up God in the Constitution. You know what's crazy on somebody? They bring up God in the Constitution, but they still swear on my book. Right. They got God in the Constitution, and they still swear on my book. I think it's a fake. I don't know. What else about it?
They put God on their money.
They put God on their money. You know, they put God. They put on pyramid. Listen, they all over the place. They all over the place. You understand what I'm saying? They all over the place, man. This is why we got to separate from America. We got to be a separate people unto the Lord thy God, because it's confusing. Once you start to learn stuff, you be looking like this stuff is confusing. But then you get a foundation. Don't just learn stuff and just learn it. You'll go crazy. Right. But you got a foundation. It's nothing to read, because I like to read. I like to learn new stuff. I like to learn like ancient civilizations and stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm not going to be, oh, we all came from here. No, I'm focused on the Bible. Right. And so I like to watch documentaries. I like to watch that. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting to me. I like to watch stuff about health and stuff like that. But I'm focused in on the Bible. And so I'm saying I'm not going to let anything else confuse me and get me out my element, because this is what changed me. This has the power, not nothing else. You understand? You got the scripture?
Oh, come.
Go ahead, you can read it.
This is the book of James 1 and verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
Come. Share it. Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this.
That's the only time you find it, right?
Right. It's religious. But that's the only time.
That's the only time you find it. And where's that?
James 1 and verse 27.
Found one time. One time. And it's probably because of the time they was in. Right. That's the New Testament, right? Yeah, they probably was in Rome.
I know there are mistranslations in the Bible. I'm not sure religion is one of them, but I know Easter is a mistranslation.
Yeah, like Passover. It probably is.
I forget all the mistranslations.
Yeah, right. But Bible is not religious.
Right.
Where you see religion, that word, all throughout the Bible, you see it one time. Come on. You gotta use our minds. We gotta use our minds. Religion, the Bible ain't a religious book. The Bible is for black people, and they're trying to say it's religion to get you away from it. They're trying to get you not to believe in God. You understand what I'm saying? That's their goal, so you can't rise up. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we need to understand. Now, give me Deuteronomy 28:1. You understand what I'm saying? We got to realize that. We got to realize that religion destroyed our people. Period. Islam destroyed our people. You know, I had an argument. I'm going back and forth with somebody on the Facebook thread also about what is it? I said Christianity and Islam is the mark of the beast. I said that, right? And he defending Islam. And I'm like, he told me to find one bad thing about Islam. You know what I did? Like, you can hit your woman in that Quran. He trying to say, I didn't know what I was talking about. And I actually looked up the Arabic word for it. It said to strike. They try to put the discipline, but even when you read the discipline part and you read it, and you be like, what you mean by discipline? Because you say, all right, if the wife being disobedient, right, then you tell her. And then if she's still being like that, you don't have sex with her, basically. You say forsake the bed, or you don't share the bed with her no more, which is crazy to me. Listen, maybe she wants some ride, and because you probably ain't put this is wrong with this. I was like, this is wrong with Islam. Maybe she wants some ride, and you ain't putting it down the way you putting it down, and she has an attitude. Just saying. Maybe it's that. Maybe you need to be intimate with your wife a little bit more. Maybe you need to kiss her and hug her and tell her she's beautiful. Maybe you need to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe she won't be like that. Who knows? I don't know. Everybody's situation is different. But to say forsake the bed, don't give it. There's the only time you probably won't give your rib none, and you probably find out that she probably sleeping with somebody. You put it on hold, you know what I mean, or something like that. You know what I mean, or she's on her flower or something. But she don't withhold that from her. You understand? Because she's not listening. Maybe she needed it. Maybe she got an attitude because you ain't giving it to her. It was saying forsake the bed, and then it say he'll forsake the bed, and she don't get right with that. Then you could discipline her. What do that mean? Put in a timeout. What do that mean? Go sit on the steps like my grandma used to do me. Put your hand on your sit on your hands. Like, what do that mean? Discipline. Take her phone. Take a black woman phone. Go take a black woman phone and see what happened. You're gonna be in the back of an ambulance. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be hot grease thrown on you, stabbed up. Listen, I'm trying to figure that out. So I had to look up the Arabic word and say to strike them. Some people say lightly, even lightly. Imagine you hit a black woman lightly on the cheek. Imagine doing that. Imagine doing that. She gonna call Twine up. She gonna call her brothers up, and he gonna get your butt whipped. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, Islam is garbage. We should not be arguing about this. Right. You understand what I'm saying? The Bible says do what your women according to knowledge. They don't say beat your woman. Right. That's religion. And we got our sisters believing that bull crap. But in the Bible, it says just dwell with them according to knowledge. And knowledge ain't beating them. You got to just learn your wife and learn how she is and be who you are. Focus on yourself. You ain't got to worry about what your wife doing if she ain't going off. She's going to get checked for that. That's going to be on her at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord know that you're doing something good. The Lord know that you're doing what you need to do. The Lord know it. And she's not. The Lord humble her. You ain't got to do it. The Lord going to do it. Even though she's under you, the Lord's still going to do it. We in captivity. The Lord know that she a loud mouth. The Lord know that she combative. The Lord knows she's going to have an attitude. So you ain't got to worry about it. Let the Lord do it. You understand what I'm saying? So You can read it again.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently.
Now listen, now we understand that we gotta separate. Now we understand we gotta separate, we gotta do what the Lord say, right? According to the Bible. Go ahead.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now we know that we gotta listen diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. This is what I was saying about my red better not come up to me and tell me she was talking to God and God talked to her, spoke to her, talking about she's going to be a pastor. Because read it again.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You're going to hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. How do you do that? How do you listen to the voice of the Lord thy God? How? Do God come down and talk to you and have a conversation with you? You're crazy. You're crazy. Listen, if you think God coming down, listen, let's go to the bar and have a beer. You understand what I'm saying? And talking to you and telling you, you're going to be the one. You're going to be a pastor. You're going to be this. You're delusional. God don't work that way. He said voice. So God talking to us now? What voice? Oh, humans got voices, right, Officer Bob? Or the Israelites got voices, right? The prophets got voices, right? How do you hear? How did David hear he was doing wrong? Who told him? A prophet. Right. If I'm not mistaken, was it Samuel? I might be wrong. Was it Samuel? I believe it was. I know it was a prophet though. I think a prophet told him that his baby is going to get unalived. If I'm not mistaken. You don't hear the God by whom just coming inside your head like that. You're a sinner, so he's not coming to you anyway. He's going to come to me to tell you. You got to understand what's the devil, what was Satan, and what is the Most High. Satan is going to come inside of you and tempt you and tell you that, oh, you could be a pastor. You can celebrate Christmas. You can do whatever you want. It's free will. That's what Satan does. God don't do that.
It was Nathan.
Nathan. You understand what I'm saying? He went to go tell David, yo, listen, I know what you did. Listen, what you did wasn't right. And the Lord going to take that baby away from you. And lo and behold, what happened? Now that baby got taken away, right? That baby died because he wanted to do his mans like that. You understand what I'm saying? A prophet told him that. God didn't come down and say, oh, we're going to take that baby away. No, it doesn't work that way. Matter of fact, you got the scripture about you got it? Right. Go ahead.
Yeah. The thing is, you was on to is actually in 2 Samuel.
Really?
12.
Oh, you can read it. Go ahead.
Okay. 2 Samuel chapter 12, right verse.
Man, like you're gonna hear the voice of the Lord I got from the prophets. Don't come from like outside of you. And someone saying, I felt that I was an Israelite. God didn't tell me I was an Israelite. God made a probably directed me to you, but he didn't tell me you're an Israelite. He didn't say, oh, Quatazah, you are an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. I learned that from the men that was taught by commanding General YAHANNA. I wasn't, ain't no, oh, I came down, revelation, and said, oh, you're an Israelite from the tribe of Ship. I'm about to say tribe of Ship. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Dan on that top. Yeah, no, that's not how it works. I'll probably be in an insane asylum right now. I'll probably be going crazy like this. I'll probably be bugged out my mind. Just like some Israelites is bugged out their mind, thinking they can mess with little girls and stuff like that. You can eat pork on high holy days or any day. You understand what I'm saying? Because they think the Lord talking to them. You understand what I'm saying? Well, here, the Lord talking to you through me. You got the scripture also about it?
This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 12, and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord said Nathan unto David.
The Lord said who?
Nathan.
He's setting the thun. Shout out to Nathaniel. He's setting the thun. Go ahead.
Unto David.
He's setting the thun unto David. He sent them. You go ahead.
And he came unto him and said unto him, there were 2 men in one city.
It was 2 men in one city. Go ahead.
The one rich.
The one rich, which is David. Go ahead.
And the other poor.
And that's his man. Go ahead.
Verse 2. The rich man had exceedingly many flocks and herds.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. But the poor man had nothing, save one little ewe lamb, which he had brought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him, and with his children. It did eat of his own meat, and drank of his own cup, and lay in his bosom, and he was unto him as a daughter. And was unto him as a daughter.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. And there came a traveler unto the rich man.
Oh, Salah, go ahead. No, this talking about the rich man.
No, this is what it is.
It's talking about him in his man's, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the character first.
Okay. I got you. Go ahead.
When we go down?
Yeah. Go down to the point.
Verse 5. And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man.
He mad because Nathan is checking him. Nathan he's getting mad at what he's hearing right now. Go ahead.
And he said to Nathan, as the Lord liveth, the man that hath done this thing shall surely die.
And you know it's crazy? That just shows you that David was a hypocrite right there. He said the man that done this thing shall surely die, which was him. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And he shall restore the land fourfold because he did this thing and because he had no pity.
You know how God worked? You know how God worked? God lined David up. He said, you talking about him? He's like, yeah, man, that's messed up that happened to him. Like, for example, say if a brother unalive another brother. But say if Tone unalive Daniel, right? Tone unalive Daniel, right? Then Officer Abide come to Tone, telling Tone about a situation that's related to unaliving this guy, but what Tone fella realized that Officer Abide know that he did it, but he's saying it in a way that's not going to give it up, thinking he know what he did. And then he started to get him mad because it's starting to kind of start being a little it's starting to click a little bit. I'm starting to see what he's saying, but now it seems like it's tying to what I did. That's basically, we gotta think about it like that. You understand what I'm saying? You can keep going.
If I could,
Go ahead.
It's like David was giving himself his own punishment.
Yeah, right. Matter of fact, you're right. I'm slacking. And so say if Tone said, "Dang, that's messed up." I mean, whoever did that, they should go to jail. Whoever did that, should get unalived. Whoever did that should, get punished, right? Knowing damn well he the one that did it. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And Nathan said to David, Thou art the man.
Thou art the man. You're the nigga. You're the one that did it. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, I anointed thee king over Israel.
Now, go ahead, sorry, read that again.
I anointed thee king over Israel.
He anointed him king over Israel. Go ahead.
And I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul.
I did all these things for you. This is God talking. But who is speaking now? Nathan. God is speaking through Nathan. And God is saying, I did all this for you. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And I gave thee thy master's house.
He gave this gave the mansion in Beverly Hills. Go ahead.
And thy master's wives into thy bosom.
You got all these women, man. You got all these women you can pick from all different type of flavors. You got caramel, you got chocolate. This also, they probably got mint chocolate in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, also.
And gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah.
He gave you the house of Israel and Judah. He gave you all of us. Go ahead.
And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things.
He would have gave you it all. You would have had the world. If you wanted Brazil, you got it. Listen, you wanted to rule the whole Africa, you got it. That's Australia, you got it. Matter of fact, you want Alaska? You want Antarctica? Listen, I got polar bears over there you can have. Listen, man, he's gonna give you everything. Go ahead, also. It's like you're having fun with it.
Verse 9. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of the Lord?
He said thou despised the commandment of the Lord. What commandment is that? You coveted. And you was slick with it. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to line them up and unalive them because the law say if her husband dies, she can marry again. This is why he got him unalive instead of just, and then she was pregnant too, right? If I'm not mistaken. She was pregnant too. So, but then it's like, if I get him out of here, I can marry her. Because that's what he did. He married her, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Right.
He married her. That's not brotherhood. A man can have it all the power in the world. This is what it tells you too. You have all the power in the world, and you think you're bigger than the plan. You think you're bigger than the program. You understand what I'm saying? And this shows you that Nathan didn't have more than David. Nathan probably was a trash man or something. Nathan wasn't bigger. I mean, Nathan wasn't rich probably. But Nathan don't care about how much money he got. Many brothers care about because he's a little baby, or he might be the president, or he might got all his money. I don't care about that. I don't care about how much money you got. I don't got respect of persons.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what brotherhood is about. Brotherhood is saying no matter if Officer Biden is 1,000 over me, he's over me. Don't mean that Officer Biden can do whatever he want. And I'm around him and he's doing whatever he want. I see him talking to white women, taking white women to his home, and I see it. I gotta slack it. It's like I didn't mean to put that on you, about slack it or something. But then it's like I'm going to say something. I'm going to report him. Because that's what a brother's supposed to do. I'm supposed to let my brother deal with white women. See, speaking of white women, who was a brother to Shannon Sharp? Who was a brother to that brother? He dealt with that white woman, and guess what happened? Over $20 million gone for a white woman that you was doing some kinky stuff with that she probably liked. Man, ain't no way you telling me this woman talk about she getting choked and whatever the stuff that was going on in that bed. I got to look it up, but I heard somebody say she's getting choked and you know, spanked, all type of. I ain't trying to be too graphic because kids might be watching slacking. But you mean there was some things that was going on that always goes on in the bedroom. like white women like that type of stuff. Cause listen, slacking. Confession is good for the soul. I used to deal with white women. I used to deal with white women in the world. I mean, I stopped dealing with them before I got in the truth, though. But they are like that. They like that type of stuff. They like slacking. I can't do it. I ain't want to say else, so I'm about to go on the TV, bro. Slacking. But they are like that. They like that kinky stuff. You know what I mean? They like that kinky stuff. They are weird. Listen, you gotta understand for somebody that has relationships with horses, a dead serious relationships with dogs. So you should expect them to go over and beyond when they're in the bed with a human. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, they had sex with trees. Also, Bob though. Also, Bob knew well. It sound crazy, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? David got everything. Shannon Sharp had everything. If somebody was a brother to him, he would have that 23 million. If Commander Junior YAHANNA got a hold of that brother, he would have 23 million. He wouldn't have to spend no money because he never dealt with that white broad, that damn dog. Understand what I'm saying? Black people slaves, and you take it. Listen, she already in her kingdom privilege, and you take 23 million from a black man.
Right.
Understand what I'm saying? This is why we gotta separate, because the white man is the devil. There's no way that he ain't say, well, the text messages, prove that it wasn't the way that it said it was, but then it's like you still tell him you gotta pay this bread. She was a slut. Slacking for the language. Right. How y'all still give her money when she still doesn't show? They make an example out of us, man. Right. Like if he got in touch with I.S.U.P.K, if he was learning from the I.S.U.P.K, if you understand what was written aforetime was written for our learning, then he wouldn't have been in that predicament. Right. And so what I'm saying, he wouldn't have been in that predicament. You can keep reading. Now, Slacking. Now, if he was in that predicament, like David knew what he did was wrong. If Shannon Sharp knew that he couldn't sleep with white women, and he still did it, that's on him. And he deserved to get that 23 million taken away. Because the Lord gonna punish him. Now, you can read it.
Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of the Lord, to do evil in his sight?
To do evil in his sight. What did David do? Evil. Go ahead.
Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword.
Oh, you think you slick. And he said the sword. David ain't technically used the sword on him, personally. He sent his enemy to do it. How many times that happens in the black community? Somebody get lined up. They know they're about to get lined up. I'm slacking. They know they lining them up. I'm gonna send my mans out here to do this, knowing that he's gonna die. That happens in our neighborhood. How many brothers go to prison and a right-hand man has sex with a woman? That happens in the neighborhood. It happens. It happens amongst a lot of white people too, but it happens around our people. We follow white people so by default, but white people, women, they'll set their husband up and get the money. They set their husband, listen, documentaries on. Shout out to my red. She watched these. She need to stop doing it because she need to stop doing it. She watched all these unaliving documentaries about killers and stuff like that. She watched that. I was watching one, and they was usually trying to get the money. It's good for teaching purposes if you want to learn stuff like you want to watch stuff like that to teach, but they do that. They set their husband up, unalive the kids too, probably, just to get all of the money. That's the way it is, man. The Lord, though, he killed Uriah, unalive Uriah. David acted like he was scot-free. Yeah, he acted like he was good. He was in the clear. No, he wasn't in the clear. The Lord knew. That's all I'm saying. You got to be careful what you're doing because the Lord is watching. And the Lord is going to make you an example. But guess what? The Lord is not going to come down himself. The Lord is going to send other people to do his job. I pray y'all understand that. The Lord is going to come to send other people to do his job. I'm doing this job right now. Officer Bob's doing this job right now. Ain't no coming down talking to you in your head. You need medicine. You need to go to the hospital. You're crazy. And they don't want to believe that, Officer Bob. I wish somebody would come to me talking about God is talking to them. Listen, captains and officers, listen, y'all over me slacking and say, can I take this one? I want to talk about, I want to go back and forth with them. Because I can't stand that. God don't talk to me. Point blank, period. Now, if you could, go back to Deuteronomy 28:1, man. The Lord don't talk to you. Lord talk to you through his prophets. That's it. I just proved it. And it's more, there's more scriptures on that. You understand what I'm saying? And so, please, we got to understand that the Lord set it up that way. But religion and tell you God is talking to you personally, exclusively. Like you sitting in a room and boom, God just start talking to your ear. You're gonna be a preacher. No, that's not how that works. Only God deals with, the prophets. That's it. He don't deal with nobody else. He deal with people that follow God. They don't deal with anybody else. And we get it from this book. We get that we get that we are priests from this book.
Right.
We didn't say, "Oh, I'm a priest." Somebody had to tell me. You can read it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, 28, verse 1.
Slide also about what did I say right there?
Oh, this is from Twitch.
Okay, okay, don't sweat. No, somebody listen, I got questions, comments. Listen, feel free to put it in the chat, man. Well, you can read it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
This is going to come to pass, but you got to hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and you're going to hear that from the prophets, the priests. That's about it. Go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
To observe and to do what?
All his commandments.
What was written aforetime was written for our learning. In Deuteronomy 20:1 say, you got to observe, you got to learn and do all his commandments, which means you have to apply yourself. You have to apply these commandments. It didn't say nitpick and pick and choose like religion. Religion tells you that you could pick and choose what you want to hear or what you want to keep in this Bible, what you want to learn in this Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Just like a man can have more than one woman. You understand what I'm saying? But they are trying to nitpick and trying to find reasons and say, oh, a bishop must have one wife, or don't give yourself up to what's it called, fornication and all that type of stuff. When the Bible say that a man can have more than one woman, I could find in the Old Testament so many scriptures and a parable where Christ said that a man is going to have 7 women. So you can't use that, but they did pick. This ain't nitpick and say the law is done away with. They are pick and choose, but they don't read Baruch 4:1. When they say the law endure forever. You understand what I'm saying? Picking and choosing. You got to do all his commandments. You got to apply yourself. You can't just learn too. You got to apply it, because you're not going to have hope by just learning. You got to be patient. You learning it, you're applying it, you getting yourself right, and that's when you really going to have the hope. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
The Lord thy God gonna set you on low.
On high.
The Lord thy God gonna set you on high, man. The main reason why you low is because you're not keeping the commandments. He gonna put you in a place of rulership once you start keeping these commandments, man. Once you start to understand that you're being punished, you're gonna find ways not to be punished. And that's keeping the commandments. Understand what I'm saying? I want to rule this planet.
Right.
I want to wake up. I always say this also about, I want to wake up 12 o'clock. Listen, I ain't been at work. I've been doing Uber Eats, but I really haven't been in work since yesterday. I can wake up when I want to right now. It feels better. Listen, I've been sometimes like, I'm about to quit my job, but I can't. So I'm about to quit my job. You see what I'm saying? Because it feels good to have freedom. I could go out there for a jog. I could go, listen, I went out there on Monday. I walked like 4 miles and ran 2 miles. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just to have that freedom. And say, then I went to the fruit salad stand, got me a smoothie. So like I went to the gym, went to the fruit salad stand, got me a smoothie. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I felt good to have that freedom. Then I went home and sat down and watched TV a little bit. You know what I mean? Watching some battles, Captain Zaria and all that. It's like the freedom. I'm like, this feels good. But imagine if you could have that and making all this money. Because there's going to be money in the kingdom. There's going to be some type of thing you want to have in the kingdom. But don't let that make you. You still going to have to keep the law. You understand what I'm saying? But you're going to have the power to do what you want. That's the whole point. You're going to have the power to do whatever you want according to the God of the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? I want to wake up 12 o'clock. Go ahead. You got a question?
when the devil was telling Jesus, if you worship like he is, he said 3 different things. Jesus was like, no, cool. I think in today's world, it's like, based on what I see in the sports league, if the NBA players, when they was called something else, like you got 6 foot, 7 foot dudes, black nigga, that was starting to become very more popular than white guys when they split. I forgot what the league was called. So the devil saw Jesus becoming very popular. Hold up. I can hear it. It takes time. And God's going to give it to us, like you were just saying. The Lord's going to give it to us.
Right.
The devil gave it to him just like that. It's just, you know, if you got a contract on it, you got a very much skill in doing this, whatever. When you find out what we're really doing, you sign the contract. Shut the shit. That's why you can't be the police. She shot, he could. But on average, it kind of is their fault. You this popular, it's not slavery. It wasn't slavery, it's 1960, something like that. The ABA. It's not saying nothing about the rapper dude. But if he had the country and tell y'all that y'all was great, you really should be controlling more than what you're controlling now, like you were saying. Your I.S.U.P.K, the NWA. You gotta tell y'all somebody. I know he knew what he did, because I heard him say, he out of his mind. I was just trying to be the best man, you know, that's terrible. No power. People wasn't had what I had. He probably had the power when he had nothing. I.S.U.P.K. So the money really did matter, but I don't know how to take it together. But at the same time, it was the next day you were rich, but the middle, which is what's going on in 2025. And in reality, even if you is a white man or Spanish or Arab, in reality, when you rich, it takes time. And then you end up killing yourself, committing suicide like a fashion designer, white chick. Whatever was going on in her life, it's obviously not about the money. She had all right. She committed suicide, a fashion designer. So we not trying to do it.
Right. If I could to touch on the fashion designer, that's on her. I don't care about white people. I don't do like she did that because white people are chemically imbalanced, and they're teaching black people to be chemically imbalanced. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, black people been in poverty for so long, and none of us don't have that. We don't have that in our mind. We trying to eat. Right. We got kids to think about. Right. Listen, a white person could unallow themselves in their kingdom. That's on them. That's what I'm saying. That's on them. I'm only here for blacks and Hispanics and the American Indians. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care about what a white woman did. Listen, good riddance. Right. You know what I mean? I would say that's what she get, but I ain't gonna be that harsh. You know what I mean? I'm worried about me gaining power. You know what I mean? But like I said, I mean, like what you said was heavy too. You know, like when Satan tried to give Christ everything and he denied it because it's not for him to get right now. Right. He's gonna get it when we rule. We gonna have it. Right. I'm gonna be privileged, and I'm not saying I'm gonna even make it. I'm not saying I'm gonna make it at all. I want somebody that I know to make it though. I want also to bother me. I want somebody, children, to make it that I know that say yes, we did it. Listen, I'd be satisfied for just being the CEO of the city of Philadelphia. I'd be satisfied with that. I just know I have more freedom and the privilege to do what I want. I could make a call to the top boss. You understand? Like, yo, what's up? Let's go. We going golfing? Yeah, we go golfing. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. But no, like, I want to have that power. We should want to have that freedom to do whatever we want. You understand what I'm saying? Like white people. Right. We go to camp over Sabah. We see white people vacationing. Right. They like tourism. They're like tourists. They're watching us, look at like we're some type of attraction or something. You see what I'm saying? They can do that. We got to go out there and wake our people up. Wow. They not doing that. They out here. Oh, I don't know. They come to Philly. I guess because of Rocky statue. I don't know. But they come to Philly looking at us like bobblehead. They bobblehead like they do bobblehead looking at them like all crazy. They ain't heaven. They rule. They got privilege. They ruling. They got the power. Yeah, man. We got to get it now. Their time is up. Their time gotta go. They gotta perish. And one day they're gonna be gone forever. But I want that feeling to wake up 12 o'clock in the afternoon, even though I might not do it. Right. I might not even wake up 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I was up 3 o'clock the other day, and I still woke up 7 o'clock. It's better than me, my biological clock. I don't know. But I want to have that freedom. And we can't have that freedom to do what we want to do unless we keep God's laws. Now drop down to 15. Yeah, man. We got to understand that. You would not have the freedom or the power. Listen, I got a little bit of freedom. Even though I know I'm a slave. I like my mentality, I feel like I'm free. I can say what I want. I can call my supervisor the devil and don't feel nothing about it. I can go over, hey, what's going on, buddy? Don't feel nothing about it because he is the devil. I have that freedom to say what I want. I had that freedom to say I'm not okay with LGBTQ. That's what I believe. I'm free to say that. I'm free to say whatever I want according to what God said. Some people be censored. I just seen Joe and Ray J and Cam Newton. And I forgot what was said, but they act like they was so scared to say certain things being politically correct. Man, the hell with that, man. God is not okay with LGBTQ. Right. God is not okay with women being preachers. Right. You know what I mean? God is not down with the white man. I'm on record saying that. And I don't care about what any white man thinks, any white woman thinks, what anybody thinks about that, because that's what God said. Right. Who give a damn about what a man said? That's religion. Religion only care about what's being said. That's why you can see rainbow flags and trans. I'm not trying to be political, but I'm trying to use a better word for it. Facebook, YouTube, the transformer flag up on churches. That's religion. Come as you are. Nah, you come as you are. You got to change. You can't come in here being no transformer. Listen, don't let me be on Shamar and a man come in here with female garments on. You're not coming in here. You're not. You're not coming in here. I'm free to do that. I don't have no inch in my body to care about any of that. I just have compassion on the brothers and my sisters' mental state. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's important, because something's wrong up there. But you're not coming in here dressed like that. I'm going to pull them. I'm not coming. Listen, brother, you can't come in here like that. We got kids in here. We got this in here. We got that in here. You can't come in here like that. Listen, if you really want to change your life for the Lord, go change real quick. Go ahead.
If I could, going back to what you said about religions, I remember this quote was on Facebook and it just popped into my head, so I just found it. Successful people create companies. More successful people create countries. The most successful people create religions. And then what was added to that on Facebook, it was an I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. destroyed religions.
Right. Listen, exactly. So, religion is ruling everything. All your companies is probably somebody religious. Chick-fil-A, religious. Walmart probably got somebody that believes probably is a Christian. All these companies are under Christians and Muslims and stuff like that, and the so-called fake Jews and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? We want to rule though, so we gotta keep this commandment. Now drop down to 15. Real quick.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It's going to come to pass when you don't want to listen. You want to be hard-headed. You understand? Go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
It's going to come to a point when you don't want to listen to the Lord thy God. You want to be hard-headed and stiff-necked, and you don't want to learn. You don't want to keep these commandments. You want to do what you want to do. You want to lean onto your own understanding. You want to believe in your heart. You want to believe in that what you're doing is right. Go ahead.
That all these curses.
All these what?
Curses.
All these curses. Go ahead.
Shall come upon thee.
Go ahead.
And overtake thee.
And it's so heavy that we think, like it's so heavy that we don't even think that we curse. We don't even think that we're being punished. You You know what I mean? That's the problem with us, man. Like, a curse is not a spell. A curse ain't voodoo. A curse ain't no you getting zapped and being a frog or something like that. That's not what a curse is. This ain't Rapunzel. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't Shrek. You understand what I'm saying? A curse is a punishment. Is a judgment from the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? Try down to 54. We won't give you a punishment and judgment from the Lord since we want to be hard-headed, since we want to be stiff-necked, since we want to be evil, since we want to be filthy sinners. I'm going to show you a curse or a punishment that the Lord put upon us. Go ahead.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Stop right there. It said, man is tender among you and very delicate. Listen, for Christians or for people in the world, they probably think of us as being soft, as being feminine. But in this context, it's not that. It's clearly just saying a man is being tender and delicate, meaning a brother that's being compassionate, having some type of empathy for his brother. You understand what I'm saying? So I might see my brother in a bad space and he's probably going crazy and he out of his mind. I'm not going to just off the back just jump and try to harm him. I'm going to try my best way to gain that brother. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to hear the brother might be poor and he might go in a state of depression or something. I'm not going to just, separate myself from that brother. I'm going to try to help that brother. I'm going to try to be compassionate, just like, with your wives as being combative. You got to soften your heart up. You got to be tender. You got to be delicate. You got to understand that she's been conquered. You got to understand that your brother been conquered. So it's a way that you treat him a little differently. You don't treat him like how you used to treat him when he was in the world. You don't treat him like an op. You understand what I'm saying? There's a way that you do it. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going. Slacking. This is how we was. In the Old Testament, we was tender. We was delicate. That man had compassion. That man was sincere about loving his brother and his sister. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
That same man that had the compassion, the same man that was delicate, that had the empathy, that cared about his brother, that cared about his sister, now his eyes evil towards him. His eyes evil towards his brother. How many brothers get unalive in Philadelphia? Because his eyes is evil towards his brother. He don't got no compassion towards his brother. Brother step on your sneaker, you want to shoot him. Brother look at you wrong, you want to shoot him. You understand what I'm saying? This is what happens in the hood. This is what happens in the ghetto. Not just Philly. This happens in Chicago. This happens in California. This happens in Texas. This happens in New York. This happens wherever you want. Wherever a brother, a black man is at, this is happening. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother, man. Brother selling drugs to a pregnant woman, man. Giving fentanyl to a pregnant woman. Giving dope to a pregnant woman. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we came to. Because we don't want to keep the law. We don't want to keep the law. You understand what I'm saying? We got to learn how to understand that God is punishing us right now. God put this curse upon us. Now, how are we going to uplift this curse? How are we going to get rid of this curse? How are we going to get rid of this punishment? It's just like when your father or your mother punish you. What do you do to get off of punishment? You do the right thing. You understand what I'm saying? You stop killing your brother. You stop unaliving your sister. You stop selling your kids drugs and your mother drugs. You stop doing all types of things, man. That's what happens. You want to get off of punishment? Do the right thing. Now, if you could go to Matthew chapter 22, verse 38. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta do the right thing to get off of punishment. Listen, I remember when I was a kid, I just had to sit on the steps, and I had to. And sometimes it was the back steps, but the front steps was the most pivotal one because I could see people playing outside. Like, that was like, man, everybody enjoying the summer but me, because I want to be bad. You understand? I used to sit on the steps. You know what I mean? My grandma, make she rise again, but she used to have you on the steps just watching the kids play. Go ahead. Make sure you keep it a little brief because we're a little bit cut on time.
So the fact that a lot of men and women is locked up and incarcerated and separated housing, specifically for the crimes of holding kids and stuff like that in their houses, maybe not even like people and dogs and stuff like that. The counseling and things like that, based on the fact that A may have been incarcerated and said that it has to be and said that I was locked up like that. That's what I'm gonna do my kid. The counseling actually get ready out of prison because the prison system did that to me, which is in America, the prison system was on our way. But all of a sudden, they do that to their kids in these streets. They're in prison for it, they're doing that to men in prison. So you have prison that mentality, 15, 20 years in the streets, not me, but yeah, I met some of those niggas. And they never went out for even fresh air, not even one day, or sometimes years. Therefore, people have been in prison, they don't understand that. That's why I just play one part and not playing. Because I know some of the dudes.
I understand. If I could too. Now, if I could, yeah, man. The main reason why it's like that because we're being punished. That condition that we're in, nobody has compassion for one another. Nobody cares. Nobody cares in the neighborhood at all. No one. You understand what I'm saying? They claim that they do. There's probably a few genuine people that really care that's probably not in the school that care about their neighborhood, right? But most of them don't. Most of them have been raised like that. This is where the compassion comes in at. This is where the empathy comes in at because you've been raised a certain way and that's all you know. You can't fault them for that.
Right.
The best thing you could do is try to help them see something different.
Right.
That's why when people come outside, they see me with my One West hat on, see me with my headpiece on, my chain, my fringes swinging. You know what I mean? I'm the only person that's looked like that out there. They trying like, what the heck is this? Then I break it down to them. You know what I mean? They starting to see something different now. Now imagine you go outside in that neighborhood and somebody that's next door to you now looking like you, thinking like you, walking like you, talking like you, acting like you. Now, when they have babies, they babies gonna be raised up on the things they've been taught according to the Bible. So, which means ain't nobody gonna be starving their kids in no goddamn basement, and so ain't nobody gonna be abusing their kids. And understand what I'm saying? In no goddamn basement. Ain't nobody gonna be violating any children in no basement because there's gonna be consequences and repercussions. Understand what I'm saying? But when you keep the law, you ain't gotta worry about that. My son ain't gonna know what it's like to get high. Right. My son ain't gonna know what it's like to celebrate Christmas. My son ain't gonna know what it's like to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. He's not gonna know what that's like because I'm a teacher. Then he's gonna teach his children that. And it's gonna go on and on and on. And now it spreads to the next house. Then it spreads to the next house, to the next house, to the next house, to the point that if there's one evil person in that neighborhood, he ain't gonna be able to do anything but to get right because everybody gonna shun him and say you gotta go because you're doing something evil. That's what happened in the Bible. When people did evil, they got dealt with. They always say like, the person got unalived or stoned to death, and they put the evil away from Israel. You got to go, you're going to get cut off. You can't stay there. But now if your father, you're doing something evil, you change your life, Most High Christ, we're going to embrace you. We want to bring you in the fold. But that's how it's going to need to spread in order for us to change. All the old stuff got to go away. All the evil things got to go away. So which means is you got to let go of the trauma. You got to let go of all the things your mother did to you, your father did to you, the community did to you, and be a new person. It's going to be a fight, but you got to fight. That's the best thing I can say. Because I was there. I seen my homies grow up. You know, they ain't had the things that I had. You understand what I'm saying? They eating cheese sandwiches. You understand what I'm saying? They got to go house to find something to eat. They got to wait till 12 o'clock just to get that free lunch. I already know what it's like. You understand what I'm saying? But guess what? This truth got to spread for it to stop. Right. Because that's a sickness in our community. And guess what? The I.S.U.P.K is the remedy. We are the medicine. We are the bitter herbs that you need in your life. Right. But now the point is, do you want to take it? And man, you can read also, Bob.
This is the book of Matthew, 22, verse 38. Mm-hmm. This is the first and great commandment.
This is the first and great commandment, man. Go ahead.
Verse 39.
This is the most important commandment, right? This is the most important commandment that we need to understand. Go ahead.
And the second is like unto it.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor.
If I could, the second is just important. Go ahead.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor.
Thou shalt love thy what?
Thy neighbor.
I just was talking about neighbor, right? So what if an African is next to you? Is that your neighbor? Of course not. Go to Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. We're going to show you what a neighbor is. Real quick for time's sake, because I got 7 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? Your neighbor is not always somebody that lives next door to you, but it should be like that. In America, that's not so. I got Africans that live like a couple doors down from me. They're not my neighbor. I got brothers and sisters that live next door to me, which are my neighbors. I look at them as my neighbors, right? We're going to figure out find out what a neighbor is. I just told them too, but you can find out what a neighbor is. Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother.
I shouldn't hate my brother. Go ahead.
In thine heart.
I can't sell my brother drugs. I can't unallow my brother. I can't sleep with his wife. Keep going.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
And thou shalt not any wise rebuke thy neighbor. Your brother is your neighbor. Not that African. Not that white man. Not that Chinese man. Not that Arab. Not that East Indian. The black man and Hispanic man, named any man. That is your brother according to the Bible. Go back to Matthew.
No.
Understand what I'm saying? That's your brother. You're not supposed to hate your brother. You're supposed to be tender and delicate towards your brother. You're supposed to love your brother. You're not supposed to hate him. You understand what I'm saying? You hate, you can hate the sins that he do. You hate because he's a sinner. You can't stand that he's smoking weed. You can't stand that he's smoking cigarettes, getting high, selling drugs, being an idiot. But you got to correct him. You got to tell him you can't do that here. You have to do it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, and verse 39. And the second is like unto it.
And the second is more important than the same thing as the first one. Go ahead.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt love thy brother as thyself. You're supposed to love your brother as yourself. That's the one of the great commandments, right? Most important commandments. Go ahead.
Verse 40. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Read that again.
On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
You're supposed to love your brother. When people love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy mind, and you gotta love your brother as yourself. Read that again.
And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Go ahead.
On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
And these two commandments hang all the law of the prophet and the prophets. That's the foundation of this Bible. The foundation of this Bible is brotherhood and sisterhood. How are we going to get out of this condition? By being brothers to one another. Sisters being sisters to one another. Being a community. Being a nation. This is how we're going to get out of the hellish conditions that we're in. Because we're in hell right now. We're not in heaven. We are in hell. You're not going, listen, when you die, you're not going down to see no fiery red man in no fiery pit with a trident that's going to take your soul and burn it for eternity. That's not what it's going to happen. You're not going up there being with Biggie and Tupac in Thug's Mansion. That's not what's happening. If you want to see heaven, you got to keep the commandments. And until then, you're going to be in hell until Christ come back. You understand what I'm saying? And we just established that the Bible is based on brotherhood. That's the foundation. That's what everything is all about with these two commandments. If you don't keep that in mind, you're going to fail. You don't keep that, I got to make sure I'm a brother to the brother that's not even in here. We're going to fail as a people. Because how you going to get in here? You got to be the example to show him. You got to be the example. I mean, you can't just, I'm an Israelite and just not care about your brother.
Right.
see him doing stuff and you don't say nothing about him or try to have a heart-to-heart with him. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be brothers going to come up to you when you're a priest and prophet. They're going to see you with your cover on, whoever got covers. You know what I mean? Whoever got them fringes and them shields, and they're going to come to you and they're going to ask you questions. They're going to seek guidance from you. They're going to want to know what you're about. They want to know, you know, like what is you doing? You got to break it down to them. Sometimes you might get them, give them a hard pill to swallow, but we got to be brothers to one another. We got to, you know, sisters got to be sisters to one another, man. And we will rule this planet. I know y'all want to rule, right? I do. Listen, I want to eat croissants and bagels, you know what I mean? With the fresh squeezed orange juice without going to work. We eating that at work. I want to run McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts. You understand what I'm saying? I want to do it. We should all want to have power and have the privilege to do what we want in the kingdom here to come. So let's start now. Let's spread this word. Let's spread this truth out there to our people so we can rule this kingdom. We got to stop playing Israel. We got to get it now. We got to do it now, man. With that, I'm Priest Officer Zachariah with I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA. I want to thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Listen, make sure you like, subscribe, you know what I mean, to our YouTube channel. You know, give us some feedback. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. All good feedback is good feedback. You understand what I'm saying? And with that, I'm going to pass the class over to Officer Abad Hayah. But give him a second because I think he's at the door. You understand what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like, this, just stay diligent, stay strong. If you're in this truth, stay strong, man. There's a lot of people that lead the truth, you know what I mean? And they go back into doing the things that they used to do. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to be that person. You want to save your life, stay in this truth, man. Because once you leave this truth, you're going to die. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to go back to getting high. You're going to go back to be a covetousness and sleeping with men, wives, and things like that, man. You understand what I'm saying? Understand that brotherhood is all we got. Understand that brotherhood is a weapon. You understand what I'm saying? And with that, I'll pass the class over again to Officer Bahaya.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We got the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge Charlotte, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command General YAHANNA. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves of the world. They need transportation, teacher, or ranger. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will permission from the head to marry ties, which is a commandment found in Numbers 18 verse 21, the book of Malachi 3 verse 8 to 10 by I.S.U.P.K. Means 10 in Hebrew, 10% or a penny of the increase of what gives you to the treasury department, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you like. Upcoming holy convocations is Memorial blowing of the trumpets, first day of the 7th month. This year will be Sunday, September 21st, 2025. Found the Leviticus 2023, verse 24 to 25. My Akim, my Pathian. Check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Good, share, tape, and scarf from that. Men of Israel, Amaja, we stand. Men of Israel, we'll give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amam Shabbat. Amaja, speak together. Speak together. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. What we said was Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Barak, Atham. What we said was the Most High, in the name of Christ, bless you. Dr. Tommy, sing it down. Sorry, turn to his sisters. Sisters Amaja, Sisters Yamon Shabbat, your feet, your head loud covered, your feet connected at a 45-degree angle, right hand clasped over your left. When we salute you, you salute us back. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sister one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amam Shabbat, Amaj, feet together. Barak, Yahweh Shemar, son by Shemi Awashai. Every time we say that, Testament.